If you want a morning ritual that feels magical, grounded, and powerful, these 5 simple witchcraft practices will totally transform you before you've even left the house. My name is Sandra. I have been on the witchcraft path now for over 35 years. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and I help witches who are just starting out in the craft or want to deepen their practice to confidently integrate magic and ritual and purpose and meaning into their daily life with ease. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple rituals that are really easy for you to do in the morning to help set you up for a magical day. Before we start, I want to tell you why these rituals are powerful. They will ground you. And by grounding, that means getting you nice and stable in your own body and connected with Mother Earth, so that any of the stress and any of the overwhelm that you may be feeling can be dissipated away because you're grounding your energy and you're focusing on your root chakra so that you're not up here in your head full of stress and full of overwhelm. Because how you start your day is how your day is going to end up. So you want to feel nice and grounded and nice and stable in your day. You also want to clear out that stale energy that you may have accumulated from the day before or even overnight. Maybe you've had some disturbing dreams and you want to make sure that your energy is nice and clear, it's nice and stable, so that you're ready to face the world. And there's nothing like connecting with your spiritual path on a daily basis. When you're connected to your path, you're going to feel way more aligned, way more confident, and way happier and joyful in your life because you're connecting to your true self, you're connecting to spirit, you're connecting to nature, and you're connecting to your craft on a daily basis. And once again, this will help you move through your day on purpose without that overwhelm and without getting caught up in all of the day-to-day things that people tend to get caught up in, which totally ruins your sense of self and your sense of connection to spirit, nature, and the universe. And with these 5 simple practices, you're making your magic and the energy of the universe work for you rather than against you. So let's start with the first ritual. The very first place to start is with ritual cleansing. This can be using incense, or it could be using a cleansing spray or just salt water. You're cleansing your space and you're also cleansing your own energy. And what I like to do is use the incense stick and just fan it around myself and then go about the room just fanning the incense around and just saying, I remove all malefic energy and replace with benefic energy. Now, of course, you can do the same with some salt water and just sprinkle the salt water around yourself and on yourself. I remove all malefic energy and replace with benefic energy. I have here a spray that's great to use as well. And all you need for a spray is some essential oils, some witch hazel, and some water. So let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a separate video on how to make a magical spray, but I'll just let you know briefly what you can do. So to make a magical spray, briefly, you just need 5 drops of patchouli, 10 drops of lang lang, and 5 drops of tea tree oil. Put them in your little spray bottle and then fill your spray bottle a third of the way with some witch hazel and then fill the rest of it up with some water. And you've got yourself a spray. And you can spray your room with this magical spray. And you can also just spray around yourself as well. Really simple practice that you can do just to cleanse yourself and feel like you're removing that icky energy so that you can go and start your day feeling refreshed and feeling clear and feeling cleansed. So the next ritual you can use if you are working with deities like the god and goddess is to call them in. So simply light a candle and just invoke the god and goddess. God and goddess, ancient ones, walk with me this dawning day. I rise as my highest self, guided by your wisdom's ray. I rise as my highest self, guided by your wisdom's ray. The world around me holds me close. In every step, I am shown the way. And then feel the presence of the deities there. It could be the goddess and god, or it could be a deity of choice. You can imagine that the goddess is here, the god's there, and you form a triangle with them, and that you're connected energetically through this triangular energy. And just feel into that energy and what it feels like to not be alone, to feel connected to other beings of consciousness. So ritual number 3, this is your grounding ritual. Sitting on the ground or standing up on the ground. This would be great if you can do this outside so that you're connected to the actual earth beneath you. But if you're doing this inside at your altar and you've already done step number 1 and step number 2, this ritual just naturally follows. Imagine that at the end of your spine, if you're sitting on the ground, you have roots or cords going down, down, down into the ground. Now, if you're standing up or you're seated in a chair, those roots will be coming from your feet. And feel the weight of the earth underneath you, and feel and smell the earth as you allow those roots and those cords to go down, down into the ground. Smell the earth. You could even hear the sound of the earth. And feel what it feels like to have that energy down in your root chakra. If you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or anxious, that energy will all be up here. And if you do this grounding practice every day, you will find that that stress and that overwhelm will start to dissipate. You could even imagine that that stress and overwhelm is just going down your body energetically, all the way down through your spine, all the way down through those roots, and it's being dispersed into the earth for healing and transformation. Now, if you're feeling you need some extra energy, if you're going to do some spell work that day or just need some extra energy, you can imagine drawing up some energy through those roots all the way up to the crown of your head. So it's like you're drawing the energy like a suction, sucking up that energy from your roots all the way up to the top of your head. And just do that 3 times, 7 times, 9 times till you feel that you've got enough energy in your body to do whatever work you need to do that day. And a thing that I like to add on to this is the morning cup of coffee. So if you've got yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee or beverage of choice, as you've grounded and now you've got this extra energy coming up through your body, you can imagine that that energy is being projected into your cup of coffee. And when it comes to food and beverages, it's great to utilize their energy for healing. So that when you consume the beverage, you're consuming beautiful healing energy. So you can say an intention over your coffee cup. I bless this coffee with healing vibrations. As I drink this coffee, I heal. I am healthy. And then drink your coffee. After you've done your grounding and your healing coffee, you could light a candle for a particular intention that you have for the day. So this is getting used to using your will in the world to create the type of life you want to live by imagining the type of day you want. What do you want to achieve that day? And what would it feel like to have already achieved it? So grab yourself a candle. It can just be a plain white candle. So focus on what's the main thing I want to achieve today. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be a little thing. Maybe you just want to get through the day feeling joyful and feeling happy. In that case, if you want to go with colors, use a orange candle to bring in that joy and bring in that happiness. Maybe you just want more confidence that day. So light yourself a red candle and just imagine it's the end of the day and you've achieved what it is you wanted to achieve. Maybe you're riding home on the train and you're thinking, oh, what a great day that was at work. Maybe you reconciled a situation with somebody and you're feeling how good that feels to have reconciled a situation with someone. Maybe you had a job interview that day, and so in the morning you've lit the candle and you're imagining what it feels like to know that you got the job, to hear back from those employers telling you you got the job. Whatever your intention is for the day, as small as it may be, light your candle and imagine it coming to fruition. It's good magical practice because you're exercising your visualization skills, you're exercising your auditory imagination. If there's any scent associated with your goal or any feeling associated with your goal, then use that, because every day when you do these exercises, as simple as they may be, or as small as the intention may be, you're practicing using your imagination to create the life you want to live. And you'll get better at visualization and better at working with your auditory imagination skills. And after you've imagined your intention coming to fruition for maybe a minute or two, you can snuff out the candle with your fingertips or with a candle snuffer. Don't blow the candle out, just snuff it out. And you can use the same candle the next day if it's the same intention that you have every day. Use the same candle. Otherwise, just get yourself some of those tiny little chime candles and just use one of those candles for your magic. Now, when you're finished focusing on what your intention is, you can snuff that candle out. It's just a daily practice intention, so you don't need to allow the candle to burn down. You don't need to get all formal like a normal spell would be. You're practicing intention, you're practicing imagination, and that's what it is that you're doing. The candle's just there to help guide you. The energy is not going into the candle in this stage. It's just there to symbolize light and illumination. So you can use the same candle every day for your intentions, unless you're doing a specific spell for a specific thing that's quite big, then you would use a separate candle or some other type of magic. And this last practice is a vitality practice. Because you've already grounded yourself, you're already connected to the earth, you've set your intention, now you want to bring that energy up into your body. So imagine that you're drawing all of the universal energy around you and you're drawing it down into your body. So picking it up and allowing that energy to go into your body. So drawing it up and allowing it to go down into your body. And as you do that, picking it up and allowing that energy to go through your body. And as you do that, just say, I invite vitality into my being. I am energized. Just feel what it feels like to have that extra energy. Let me know in the comments field which one of those practices you like the most. And if you do want to learn witchcraft and Wicca with me so that you can do these daily practices every day, connect to deities every day, feel on purpose, bring the meaning and love and joy into your life every day, become empowered through the powers of witchcraft because you're connecting to spirit and you're connecting to your soul self, then join the Mystery Witch School or 101 Academy. It's my 12-month course on Wicca and witchcraft, where you are practicing the craft, not just reading about it, you're actually practicing it, because that's the main thing. You can read about the craft. There's lots of information out there, but to know how to actually put it into practice so that you can get the benefits from it, so that you can get the empowerment from it, so that you can get the joy from it, so that you can start to create the life you truly want to live from it, takes practice. And that's what the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy is. It puts all the theory into practice month after month after month after month. There's a link in the description field below this video, and you can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Blessed be.